Hello, it's Robert Miner with Dynamic Traders Group with an excerpt from our Saturday, August 25th DT Reports video update and trade strategies video. Every week we have, well, not every week, twice a week. On Saturdays and Wednesdays we have a DT Reports video update on all of the markets that we follow, including what we're going to talk about today, the euro and the dollar. And on Wednesdays, we also have the video update and trade strategies tutorial. This is an excerpt from our trade strategies tutorial on Saturday the 25th, and it's for a probable setup for the euro on this coming Monday. So this is an excerpt for our YouTube subscribers, and if you get some information from this video, check out our DT reports on dynamictraders.com. Tell your friends about our YouTube channel here and the updates that we do every Saturday. And by the way, you might want to re-listen to the video I did last Saturday, on the ES. While the ES has made a slight new high this past week, it's still at the extremes for a weekly high, which now we anticipate will occur by Monday or Tuesday this coming week. The trade strategies for an entry on a short trade, our bear market and ETS was not elected last week, and that's why trade strategies are important whenever you get at a extreme technical position. But just because we made a new high last week, you might want to review the longer term position for a probable weekly, if not multi-month high for the stock indexes. Okay, let's take a look at the euro. And since the August 15th low, the euro is potentially right near the end of an end of wave 5, and that would be coincide with a daily high. Daily high is a high that lasts from 3 to 5 days, and since this is a 5-wave advance, or at least a potential 5-wave advance, it would be followed by a 3 to 5 day correction against the higher time frame weekly bull trend. But we'll quickly go back to, here's our daily data, and the daily momentums have been overbought for we're in day 3 as of the end of the day on Friday, and usually within 4 days of being dual look back overbought, we make a daily high, and we're right just below the 78.6% retracement. I'll take these two off, and that's a key retracement area. So more than likely we're about to make a daily high, and because we have a nice 5-wave advance here, that we'll be able to identify that high probably within a few pips. So what I'm going to review here is how we do some price projections. And if this indeed is a wave 3 and 4, which given that the daily momentums are a dual time frame overbought and we're near a daily high, that's probably the case. So these are a 3 and a 4. And the end of wave 5 target is usually around the 62, or excuse me, the 127% or 162% external retracements of the wave 4, and that's right above, that zone is right above Friday's high. So again, we're not only at dual time frame momentum overbought for the past 3 days, but we're right near where a typical end of wave 5 target is made. The other end of wave 5 price levels for the end of wave 5 target zones is either the 38 or 62% external, or excuse me, alternate price projections of the net range of waves 1 through 3. So we measure the range of waves 1 through 3, we proportion it by 38 and 62%, and we project that from the end of wave 4. So the 38.2% alternate price projection of waves 1 through 3 is just above the 127% external retracement. The 62% alternate price projection is way above the 162% external retracement. So we're looking at this zone, a really important zone, potential high, and it will probably be made by Monday. So we want to be aware of that. The other key price relationship of this kind of structure is the 100% alternate price projection of the range of wave 1 from the wave 4 low, and that comes in just below the 162% external retracement of wave 4. So what we have, and this is really fantastic, is what we have is virtually every proportion and key ratio of the internal structure of this 5-wave impulse wave is just above Friday's high. So the kind of, I call it the letter to Santa Claus, would be if if Monday morning and into Monday midday, we made a new high above Friday's high into this zone, we would probably be at the end of this 5-wave advance, which should be followed by a 3 to 5 day corrective decline. So what's a trade strategy to take advantage of this information? Well, let me go down to the 60-minute data. And this is the potential wave 4 that was shown on the 240-minute data. This is potentially a 1, 2, 3, and it's making a wave 4 here late in the day on Friday, and we'll complete it early Monday morning. And I don't know if that's going to happen, but what I do is I set up scenarios that if this happens, then the follow-through is probably going to be this or that. So what I'm looking at here is on Monday, if the euro makes a new high, we will have completed a waves 1, 2, 3, and this will be a wave 4 wherever it's complete, and a little higher will be above Friday's high to complete that wave 5 high right in the end of wave 5 price zone. So what a great setup that would be. And we would, if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, just a trade below the wave 4 of 5, this little swing low, wherever it's made. I've just drawn this line in the event that that's the low. But we come down and take out that low. What a great setup for a short trade with very minimal capital exposure for a potential decline at least to the 50% retracement. And the wave 5 is probably not complete, but whenever it's complete, we'll do our retracements. I'm going to take everything away because what we anticipate after a 5-wave impulsive advance is a correction to about the 50% retracement. So that'll be the key target zone whenever this is complete. So it'll be a great trade setup on Monday, ideally if we make a new high. Now, I don't know if we're going to do that. Nobody knows. But that would be the ideal setup to complete what we would call a wave 5 of 5, which would then be followed by a 3 to 5 day decline. So that's a setup you might be, if you're Forex or Euro trader, you might be looking for early Monday, a setup to go short for 3 to 5 days with a potential to get down to whatever the 50% retracement will be following the final high. But it's quite a bit on the downside compared to some pretty minimal capital exposure on the upside to take that short trade. But whenever a market is at extremes and price targets or time targets or dual time frame momentum or whatever targets, then it has to give us some signal that it's actually made the reversal. And again, in this case, it would be taking out the most recent minor swing low. For the longer term traders, what you might want to be looking at in the days ahead, it's probably 3 to 5 days or maybe a little bit more, is that as of 2 weeks ago, we have probably completed a weekly 5-wave decline all the way back from the February high. So we're just in the initial stages of an advance that'll last several weeks and probably 2 to 3 months. Subscribers know all the time targets we have off of this low, and so I won't go into details about that, but we just probably made a weekly reversal, and so we're just in the initial stages. So if we make this daily high anticipated by Monday, the great setup is going to be, longer term setup is going to be several days down the road after we get the next cycle and the daily momentums to complete a wave 2 correction, and then a bull reversal in the daily momentums to be in sync with the bullish weekly momentums to have completed a wave 2 correction and then continue the bull trend to a new high. And that won't just be a 3 to 5 day trade, that'll be a 3 to 5 week trade, if not more. So that's something that we're going to be alert to in our reports, and that'll be several days away, probably near the end of this coming week or the beginning of the following week. But those are the things that we're looking at for specific trades, in this case in the euro. And what you learn from this, you can apply to any market in any time frame. So that's what we've tried to do in our reports, is teach trading strategies with real-time data, but also emphasize that what you learn, then go and apply it to other markets and other time frames, not just the ones that we follow in our report. So that's it for today for our YouTube subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you find this helpful and that you check out our DT reports at dynamictraders.com, and you come back every week and check out our updates that we have on YouTube, as well as our traders education that we have on our website at dynamictraders.com. And again, don't forget to check out the ES and the stock indexes. While the ES made a new high, we're probably within just a few days of completing a multi-month high, and that could even happen on Monday. So review the video from a week ago, because all of that still applies for possible major reversal that we're on the cusp of. Take care.